Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, NASCAR 2024 Cup Series preview and playoff prediction show. Whew, what a season this is going to be. We have 34 full-time drivers running for championship, 36 charter teams, only the 16 of Colic Racing will have multiple drivers, AJ Allmendinger, Josh Williams, and Shane Van Gisbergen. The 15 of Rick Ware Racing will have Riley Herbst at Daytona, and then Kaz Gralla and Cody Ware. The other 34 teams all running for a championship. We have 4 rookies this year. Zane Smith in the 71 for Spire Motorsports with the technical alliance with Trackhouse. Carson Hocevar in the 77 for Spire. And then Corey LaJoie in the 7 for Spire. And then we have Josh Berry in the 4 for Stewart-Haas Racing, replacing the retiring Kevin Harvick. And then Kaz Gralla is a rookie in that 15 car for Rick Ware with Riley and himself and Cody Ware. We have several new drivers in new places. So we have in the 31 for Colic Racing, Daniel Hemrick. He came from the Xfinity Series. We have Zane Smith and Carson Hocevar both moving from the Truck Series to Spire Motorsports. We have Justin Haley moving from Colic Racing over to Rick Ware's number 51. We have Josh Berry moving up from Xfinity to Stewart-Haas Racing's number 4. Noah Gragson returning into the number 10 for the dearly departed, or the step away part-time Xfinity driver Eric Almirola. Let's see who else is changing from. We have John Hunter in the 42 for Legacy Motor Club. And then John Hunter and Eric Jones and Jimmy Johnson all switching over to Toyota from Chevrolet for Legacy Motor Club. In the part-time role, we have, looks like 9 races for Jimmy Johnson. We have David Reagan for at least 1 race in the Stage 60 for RFK. Hopefully more to come on that. Trackhouse Project 91, we'll see what happens with that. So I think we're going to have a good year. You got Beer Motorsports, Anthony Alfredo for 2 races, Daytona, Talladega. The Summer Daytona and the Fall Talladega, we don't know yet. Out of the 36 charter teams, we know the one charter switch from BJ McLeod or sold from BJ McLeod, Live Fast over to Spire. That's for that 71 team. So in the last 2 years in the next gen era, 25 different winners among 24 teams. The only teams that have not won a race in the last 2 seasons is Spire, the Wood Brothers, and Rick Ware Racing. So of those 24 teams that have won races, there's altogether they have 30 cars. So there are 30 cars out there, any given race, that's part of an organization that has won a race in the last 2 years. That is competitiveness. Now, I'm going to run down where I kind of think everyone's going to finish. Kind of got the top 20 and then the 16 for the playoffs and then kind of everyone else. We're going to start with the everyone else category, the outside of the top 20, 21 through 36. Here's the deal. We have 34 full-time drivers plus the 3 part-time drivers and those two open cars, or 2 charter cars. Somebody's got to finish 34th in points. Somebody's got to finish 21st. Who is where? Time will tell. Daniel Hemrick, Austin Dillon, who finished 29th last year. Corey LaJoie finished 25th last year. Zane Smith, Carson Hocevar, the 2 rookies. Todd Gilliland, who finished 28th. Justin Haley, who finished 26th. Noah Gragson, who was 33rd in points last year. Ryan Preece, who was 23rd. Austin Cindric, who was 24th. Harrison Burton, who was 31st. John Hunter Nemechek, Josh Berry, and then Chase Briscoe, who was 30th. Those will be the drivers that will be between 21st and 34th on the season. The top 20. These are the drivers that I feel will be in the top 20 in points next year. So we'll have the 16 playoffs and the first 4 that will be fighting for a playoff spot. Obviously, the big 4 at Hendrick, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Alex Bowman. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, Daniel Suarez, Michael McDowell, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, and Eric Jones. I think they'll be in the top 20. Of the top 20, the 4 of those 20 drivers, the 4 that I think will not make the playoffs. Alex Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Michael McDowell, and Eric Jones. I think they're going to be fringe. I think it's going to be kind of right place, right time. They win a race, they're in. Otherwise, they'll be the 4 that will not make the playoffs in 2024. My final 4 championship 4 prediction: William Byron, Ross Chastain, Tyler Reddick, and Denny Hamlin. And the 2024 champion, Denny Hamlin. Now, I know entering the 23 season, Denny Hamlin said that the only goal for 23-11 was both teams in the playoffs. Both teams made the round of 12, and Tyler Reddick got to the round of 8. Denny Hamlin also said that he knew when he built 23-11, it would take at least 5 years to be to build into a championship caliber team. In year 3, which was this past year, 2023 was year 3, you got to the round of 12 and one driver to the round of 8. I think in 2024, the goal needs to be both drivers in the round of 12 and multiple wins. And your championship caliber team at that point to me. But, so, William Byron, Ross Chastain, Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin to championship 4. Denny Hamlin is the preseason championship prediction. Obviously, when the playoffs start after Labor Day, we'll drill down on that a little bit more and see how everyone's running and go from there. But those are the 16 drivers I think will be in the playoffs: Larson, Elliott, Byron, Kyle Busch, Chastain, Suarez, Keselowski, Buescher, Blaney, Logano, Wallace, Reddick, Hamlin, Truex, Bell, and Ty Gibbs will be the 16 playoff drivers, with Alex Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Michael McDowell, Eric Jones finishing in the top 10 and not making the playoffs. We'll see how accurate I am when it comes to Labor Day. But that is the preview of the NASCAR 2024 Cup season. Stay tuned for the preview of the Great American Race, the 66th annual Daytona 500. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a 50-day Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports content.